Hey guys, so this is something you haven't seen from me for a while. It's a weekly makeup basket, and I haven't done these in years. I used to do them quite a lot. They were like a perfect way to rotate through my collection, make sure everything was getting a lot of love, make sure I was, getting use of everything. And if there was something I didn't like, I could get rid of it. But as I got more and more into project panning, I was doing lots of project pans, and it kind of made my weekly makeup baskets get a bit stale and a bit pointless because it was the same products every week. So I kind of dropped off of it. And I've been thinking a lot lately about bringing them back. And thank you to Elle from LS and Cherish from Pretty Pistol A6. They're the first two people I saw who were bringing back the weekly makeup basket because it is such a great idea. It's such a great way of getting through your products, making sure you're rotating everything. And there's quite a lot of things I bought recently that I haven't had a chance to try because I was too busy focusing on some project pans, and even the products in my project pans I haven't been able to get to. So I took on too much. It's just what I do. I take on too much thinking I can and I can't. So, weekly makeup baskets is where I'm heading with smaller project pans on the side. Plus, with the basic makeup, I will link it in the box. I talk about it quite a lot. It's probably getting irritating now. But the plan with that is to do a lot of beauty reviews, and to do that I have to try the products before I review them. So weekly makeup baskets is ideal for that sort of situation. I can try like 4 or 5 different products each week, get a good test run, and see what I think of them. And I also want to use the weekly makeup basket to go through my older products and find out what I want to keep and what I want to declutter. Because every time I do declutters, I'm just like, I come across the same products that I'm think to myself, oh, I really love that product, I'll keep it, and then I never get around to using it. So here we are, weekly makeup baskets. Let's just jump in. Apologies for the rambly intro. I will start with my eye products because I always start with my eyes first. Of course, I have my Urban Decay Primer Potion because I need primer. For a base shadow, I have my NYX shadow in Kiss the Day. It's just a matte cream highlight shade. I've also got True Taupe from NYX. This is a discontinued shade, but it's one that I'm working on in a project. It swatches terribly, but it's the perfect sort of transition colour, so I pretty much put it down as a base every day. And then we have Colourpop's Melrose, which again is in a project, it's my 5 by Fall. And I just want to keep it in my makeup basket so that I can, keep working on it, because it's in the project. It's a project that I want to complete. So we're gonna keep on with that, guys. Same with Peekaboo, also from Colourpop. This is like my favorite go-to inner corner highlight at the moment. It's, again, is also in a project, but it's just so pretty. I don't mind it being used. I've gotten into the habit now of when I pick products for projects like these 3, I will pick things I don't mind using every day that I will want to use every day, and these are everyday sort of shades for me. I love them a lot. I also decided to pick out a palette, as I actually haven't been able to play with my palettes very much, so I picked out the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I know a lot of people are panning this year. I actually only got mine December, January time, and I've used it like, oh my god, it's just so strong. I've only used it a couple of times, like maybe 3 or 4 times. I just haven't had a chance to get to it, and it's so hardly used that the scent is really strong in it still. But yeah, there is my chocolate bar palette, which is pretty pristine compared to most people's, I guess. But I really enjoyed what I've used of it so far. I think it was Amber F that suggested that you look at it in two, as it's divided up in two palettes. Like you divide it down the middle, and this is one section, and then this is a second section. So they're like two separate palettes, like merged together. And I would agree that that is a good way of looking at it. I think it was Amber F that said that, but I could be mistaken. But it is, once you hear that, it's kind of hard to unsee it. But yeah. And I particularly think that this side will go very good with Melrose. Very good, especially for like a more daytime appropriate, because I have had a habit lately of going too excessively heavy with my eye makeup during the day. Like too heavy. I also decided to pull out a couple of cream shadow sticks. These two are from Kiko. I picked these up when store opened in Aberdeen last year, and I actually haven't had a chance to use them yet. So that is why I'm pulling them out. These are the long-lasting, they're just called long-lasting sticks, 8-hour no transfer shadow. So we have this bottom shade here, which is a nice cocoa brown in the shade 4. And then next to it is the shade 07, which I think is going to go fabulous with some of the shades in the chocolate bar palette. And lastly for eyes, I've picked out 2 eyeliners. I have one from Clinique, which I really like, and I just wish I could reach for more. And this is in Chocolate Luster. It's very nice, sort of warm, lighter brown than what I'd normally wear, but it's better for daytime. And then we have Revlon Black, which is an older pencil that I just want to see if I still like. If not, I will declutter it, because I do have more blacks in my collection. Next up, I have my face products, and I've just decided to pick completely different products to what I've been using lately. For primer, I have the Ambient Luminous Light from Hourglass. Again, I've had this, I think I got this in like December, January time as well, and it's just a sort of brightening primer. I've only used it like a handful of times, and I liked it when I used it, but I want to give it a bit more of a trial, see how it does, see how I like it, and you know, get to know it a bit better. You know, once you know how products work, you can be like, oh, this will work with this foundation, and you know, I want to get to that place with all my makeup items. For foundation, I want to try out the Ageless Elixir Miracle Foundation from Max Factor. I picked this up October last year, I think. Or maybe it was early this year, April this year. I can't quite remember. But I actually haven't used it, and I really, really want to. Here's a little swatch of it. It's one of those really nice sort of, it looks like it's going to be a really radiant foundation. It's going to be very glowy. It's going to make my skin look very like nice and like dewy, glowy, very seamless, very youthful, and you know, oh, there goes the cap. Awesome. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. For concealer, lately I've been reaching for the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, so I kind of want to carry on with it for a little bit. I felt a bit guilty using it because I was supposed to be using things from other projects, but now I'm closing out some of my projects. I can use it guilt-free, and that makes me happy. So I will be carrying on with this guy. I have it in the shade Fair Neutral, and it's possibly one of the lightest concealers I've ever used, and I actually really enjoy it. I remember when I picked it up or was researching to pick it up, a lot of people I heard found it very drying, or found it the actual consistency very dry, but I find it quite emollient. I guess it depends on like the atmosphere which you use it in. A lot of people that I use for sort of comparisons are often in hotter places, hotter countries, so that their products may seem drier, if that makes sense. It's always something I take into account. Or sometimes climate affects how a product performs. Sorry, tangent. But yeah. And to set everything, I have my Estee Lauder Perfecting Loose Powder, and this is a bit like an HD powder, but not. It's a very, I don't know if you can tell just by that, it's a very finely milled powder. It's very light, very wispy, very powdery. It's very silky. It doesn't settle into lines. You do have to be careful not to put too much on, because as I say, it's very light and wispy powder. You can pick up too much on your brush fairly easily, so you have to be very careful with it. But if you just use the correct amount, it just leaves a really nice finish on the skin, very velvety, very beautiful, and it even makes tinted moisturizers last a really long time on my skin, which is awesome. I picked out a liquid illuminator from number 7. I believe this is in the shade Nude. I've used it a couple of times before, and I remember liking it, so I want to give it a bit more of a shot. So this is it here. Very glowy. Can you tell I'm going for quite a glowy look? I've got an ambient primer, glowy foundation, and adding on some skin illuminator, but it's just, I like the do. For colour, I picked out my Champagne Split from Becca. This one has Pamplemousse, no, Amaretto and Prosecco Pop. I will quickly swatch these for you. They are very pretty. Prosecco Pop is a very golden highlight. It is a touch too dark for me, I think. I'm going to whack a little bit on, actually, because I don't actually have any highlight on. It's not too dark. It's not the subtlest highlight on me, I will say. I enjoy it, but it's not the subtlest highlight on me. And then I just went crazy on this side. Thank God it's been washed out. Maybe you can see it now, the colour is adjusted. It's definitely a blinding highlight a little bit. And then we have the Amaretto blush, which is a really nice warm sculpting blush, so I really want to give that a good bash. I've used the highlight a couple of times. I think I've only used the blush once. For bronzer, I have the Guerlain Terracotta in the shade 03. This does swatch better than I thought. And there is a swatch of Terracotta. I picked a darker blush, a darker bronzer, I should say, because it is, we're into summer now. I might pick up a bit of colour, or I want to create the illusion of a little bit of colour. So that is that one. Something that should have been with my eye products is my brow pomade from Freedom. This is in medium brown. I actually really like this. It's definitely a lot drier than the Anastasia brow pomade, but I like that. It makes it a lot easier to use. You don't end up picking up too much product. And there's a quick swatch of it. As you can see, as it gets thinner, it is a much nicer colour. It's definitely got a nice cool tone to it. So it's perfect for my brows. I actually don't have any of this stuff on at the moment. I really should be wearing it, but I didn't plan on doing this video today. And lastly is my favourite category, lip products. I pulled out quite a few things, some to try new things, some to see if things are worth keeping. These lip liners I'm really excited about. Not particularly this one. I mean, I know how this one will perform. I just want to try out the colour. This is Blushing Nude from Rimmel. It's a very nice sort of rosy, almost apricot shade. The next two are NYX Suede matte lip liners. This one here is Sandstorm, and next to it is Soft Spoken. I'm very excited about the suede liners. I've seen a lot of my favourite makeup addict people talk about them, so I'm excited that they've been released here now. I finally get to try them. Pulled out a couple of lip lacquers from Rimmel, two of the Apocalypse. One is just the original formula in Galaxy, and the other one is the matte formula in Burning Lava. And they don't make these anymore, unfortunately, which is one of the reasons why I've put them in this makeup basket, so that I can try them out, see if I like them, if they're worth keeping, maybe put them in a project pan, try and use them up. Because they still smell the same, they still have the same sort of texture. So they haven't gone bad or anything, I just haven't really reached for them in a while. I also picked out a lip lacquer from Bare Minerals. This one is in Swag. This is possibly one of my favourite finishes of, favourite formulas of Longwear lip cream. These ones and the NYX lip lingeries are my go-tos. They're really nice, they're hydrating, they've got a nice finish to them, they don't dry out the lips, and they don't do that horrible crusty flaky thing. I picked out a couple of glossy things. This is the Gen Nude Gloss in Tantalize. It's a pretty brownie nude shade. It's very sheer. It kind of reminds me a bit of NYX's Tiramisu, maybe a bit warmer toned than Tiramisu. But that is one of my favourite all-time glosses. And we have a Clinique Chubby Stick in Super Strawberry. Just for when I just want to throw something on, I keep it in my makeup bag. Just for something moisturising with a bit of colour. And I actually only pulled out 2 lipsticks to give it a road test, basically. And they're both YSLs. The first one is the Rouge Volupte in Nude Beige. Long time discontinued, but it's just so pretty. I can't part with it. I want to finish it up. I've used a lot of this. Actually, one second. Just for comparison, if I hold them against each other, you can see how much of the Nude Beige I've actually used compared to another lipstick in the same sort of format. So I've put a lot of effort into the Nude Beige one, so I want to, actually finish it. And the other one is in the shade 06, which I can't remember the name of. I will annotate it here, but this is a very nice sort of glossy sheer peach, and I think it is going to go great with the lip liners, maybe with a bit of Tantalize over the top. But yeah, I just want to get more use out of my lipsticks, especially my high-end lipsticks, because they was expensive and I don't want them going bad. So those are all the products that I'm going to work on this week. I'm really excited to be back doing weekly makeup baskets, and I actually think I might do Get Ready With Me's alongside them. So next week makeup basket will have a Get Ready With Me to go along with it. And I'm excited to just sort of cycle through my products so that I know what I like, what I don't, what's worth keeping, what's gone bad, that kind of thing. And hopefully next week's makeup basket will be a bit more put together, a little less rambly, a little less I feel a bit awkward, if that makes sense. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. Today and yesterday is my first time filming in well over a month. It takes a bit of getting used to again. It does. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will list and link all the products I've mentioned in the info box below, and I will link everyone that I've mentioned as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.